Hi, I'm attorney Soulmaz Taghavi, and I help professionals and families navigate the green card process from start to finish, no matter how bumpy the road. Let's talk about what happens when your work permit is about to expire, but your green card application is still pending. What you can do to stay protected. Number one, how long does a work permit based off a pending green card usually take? Right now, work permits based on the green card adjustment of status process can take several months, but it depends on the service center that's processing your case and if it's normal, which is 3 to 8 months, sometimes longer. That means you cannot wait until the last minute to think about a renewal. The card has an expiration date and is no longer automatically extending it because your green card is still pending. Number two, when should you file for a work authorization renewal? Here is my rule of thumb. For most green card adjustment of status cases, start planning your renewal about 6 months before the current work permit expires. File the renewal at least 3 to 4 months before the expiration date and earlier if possible. Why so early? Because if USCIS takes longer than expected, you want to give yourself the best chance of having the new card in hand before the old one runs out. And no, you do not have to wait for your green card application to move first. As long as your green card case is still pending, you can file to renew your work permit again. Number three is what happens if your work authorization lapses or expires. If your work permit expires and you do not have another valid work authorization, you cannot keep working in the United States. Your employer is required to stop you from working until you have a new valid document. That can mean unpaid time off or a temporary leave, even if you did everything right and filed your renewal early. Your green card case does not automatically die just because the work permit expired, but your ability to work and to keep your life stable takes a direct hit. If you see that expiration date coming up and you have not filed the renewal yet, don't wait. File it as soon as possible and talk to your employer about timing so they are not also surprised. Number four, how does this affect travel and your driver's license? Many people also use that same card as proof for other things in daily life. If your card combines both with your work authorization and your travel permission and it expires, you may not be able to leave and re-enter the U.S. using that document. Traveling without valid travel permission while your green card application is pending could risk abandoning the process as a whole. If you're planning an international trip, don't assume it's safe to travel just because your green card is in process. Check that your travel document is valid for the whole trip or speak with your attorney about alternatives. In many states, DMVs tie your driver's license renewal to the documented status. That usually means that they want to see an unexpired or a valid work permit or other proof of lawful presence in the United States before they give you the driver's license. So, if your work permit expires, you might run into problems when you try to renew your driver's license at the DMV. Now, every state is different, but this is one more reason to stay ahead on renewals rather than waiting until the last moment. 5. What should you do right now? Here's a simple checklist. Look at your work authorization card's expiration date. If you're within 6 months from before it expires, talk to your attorney and start preparing the renewal. Make sure your address is up to date with USCIS so you don't miss any notices. If you have a job, give your HR team a heads up that you filed the renewal so they know that you're planning ahead. If you have travel plans, review your advance parole dates before buying any travel tickets. The waiting period between filing for a green card and actually holding it in your hand is often the hardest part. You are living in two worlds at once, and the paperwork does not always match the reality of your life and your needs. You deserve clarity throughout the green card process. I'm attorney Soulmaz Taghavi. My team helps applicants renew work permits, protect their jobs, and avoid travel mistakes while their green card is still pending, which we all know might be a while. So is your work permit expiring this year and you're not sure of what to do next? Reach out before the deadline sneaks up on you.